All right, good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sunday Adenuga. This morning I'll be talking on rebasing inflation analysis. And this is something you must have come across in the last few days when a general inflation analysis was rebased. And suddenly it was reported by MBS that our inflation had dropped from 34% to 24%. The people began to wonder what's happening. Why that sharp drop? Yeah, the answer is simple, and I want you to pay attention to this. Yeah, it moved from 34% to 24%. That's about 10 points gap. Something really happened. Yes, truly. Did the price of good in the market drop? Yes. Yes, I can testify to this. Rice, the price of the bag of rice, I think it moved from about 100,000 to about 80K now. And the same thing applied to beans and some commodities. Actually, food inflation in Nigeria was about 40% as of December. So our inflation was actually majorly driven by food prices. So when the price of food began to drop, you should expect this. However, should it be that sharp, 10%? The answer is no. Which simply means that what government actually did something. Now this is where the rebasing comes in. Now the rebasing simply means that what the MBS actually increased the bundles of commodities they usually check on a regular basis. So you check the price of, let's say for instance, you check the price of beans, price of rice, beans, yam for a particular month. Then this month you will increase from 3 items to about 5 items to about 7 items. Automatically what happens is that you're going to have a large average. So if those items you just included, if they have a lower average, automatically it will impact on this price. So what happens is that the MBS actually increased the amount of items they usually check from 700 to about 950. So automatically that will actually reduce this on the average basis. So the price, so it shouldn't have been this sharp, but because of this, what they did, they rebase it by increasing the bundle, the number of items, so that they can have a lower average. So maybe it's political, maybe it's not political, but that's exactly what happened. At the same time, there was a little drop in the price of food as well. So two things happened. There was a drop in the price of food in the market, and at the same time, the MBS actually increased the number of items they put into statistics. And that's exactly what happened. Now the question is, even at this price, from rice that dropped from about 100K to about 80K, how come we have not really seen it on the street? And this is where greed of men comes in. Now, when at the production level or intermediate level, the price actually dropped, but how come at the consumer level on our street, you have not really felt the impact, or the woman that sells rice on your street has not really improved his own sales? Is because of greed. Greed is also responsible. When men are too greedy, they will always find it difficult to drop the price, even when the price is now favorable to them. Another problem is lack of price control. When we don't have a price control, some nations have price control, a price mechanism where they check mid price, where somebody can just increase price anyhow. Of course, I understand the issue of free market and free exit, where the force of demand and supply determine the price. But in some cases, government sit down to intervene so that you don't allow the capitalists or the seller to take full advantage of the people and exploit the people in the long run. So government may have to do something on price control. It may not be at the full length, at least in one way or another, especially as regards to food, so that the price can actually reflect the current rate. And the greed of men, if government can fix this one will naturally drop. So as I said earlier on, there's nothing so big deal about it. There was truly drop in the price of food. At the same time, the food basket item were also enlarged, and this and lack of this and this also were part of the issues we now have on ground. So the rate of inflation moving from 34 to 24% is the rate at which the price of food increase in the market. However, there are other factors that are responsible to it. I will throw more light on this in other subsequent teaching, and I hope you get 1 or 2 points from here. Thank you so much. God bless you.